Hey, good evening, everybody. How are you doing? That the sheep minion, Julius. How are you? According to mention, I'm having a dead rabbit for dessert today. You're spoilt, man. Hey, Jess. How you doing, Matt? Hope you're well. Hey, that thing that we were looking at, Jesse. I've got an appointment Monday. So whatever you have done, send it again to me so I can send it as an example to this lady that contacted me today. Yeah, this will make sense to you, but to no one else. But that's fine, also. So, folks, I'm hoping that you were checking on Facebook, but I succumbed to pressure of a couple of messages saying, "Hey, can you do another logo picture round?" I was thinking, okay, I'll do another logo picture round because it might make Ardo feel that he's a lot cleverer than he sometimes feels. But he does like the logos, Ardo. But then Ardo sent me a private message saying, "I only want logos that Ardo knows in the in the picture round," which sort of I couldn't get. Sometimes I think I'm inside his head, but not often. So I couldn't really work out what he knew or not. So, but you'll see, folks. Minus the spelling mistake. Okay, I didn't even notice the spelling mistake, but that's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. Now I've just suddenly thought I do need to find my power lead for the phone. So I'll be talk among yourselves, chat among yourselves. I'll be right back. Hey Kevin, nice to see you. Monday last day at my current job, I'm thinking of buying myself a pie and eating the whole thing while my colleagues watch me on Zoom. That's a fantastic idea. That's my sort of idea. Actually, I would also have like flour, cream, and sprinkles even, just to upset them more. As long as you don't turn on the Zoom and they're all having like party hats on and stuff, and they're all giving a farewell party to you, because that would be pretty bad. Good evening, Robert. Robert's got a new terminology in the quiz tonight, but you'll see that later on too. Got a nice colourful picture from Liz the Legend. Haven't received any turkey from Liz yet, by the way, folks, but you never know, the night's young. Hasn't she pardoned the turkey? No, she pardoned the husband. So, anybody got any news this week? Has anything major happened that I've sort of missed? And isn't that the way it should be? A belly full of bird. Okay, let me see. Anybody any news? Minion Jesse, we fixed our toilet ourselves, but nothing else. Let's hope you fixed it right, or else your downstairs neighbours might be a little bit upset. Robert said, Corona. Are you having a few Coronas with like a slice of lime or something in it, or? Minion Jesse, they moved out yesterday, so no problems there. Well, there could be a problem there because there's no one to tell them that your toilet's leaking. There's no one to tell you that your toilet's leaking in their house. Not that I'm trying to upset you or freak you out, but it is a possibility if you fix it yourself. That's why we have a thing called plumbers. Maybe that... have you seen a connection between them moving out yesterday and you fixing the toilet today? Well, you know, Julius, let the sheep minion, plumbers are expensive, but when you're up to your knees in human waste, you don't mind paying that extra few quid to get rid of it, you know. Ahead and never, I mean. Her and Doors, we've got a major issue here tonight.
Yeah.
No, thank God we don't. And thank God Jesse Minion doesn't live above us.
Oh.
He woke up this morning and he thought he was a plumber. Honestly. Yeah, him and Mike has fixed their toilet. And just as a coincidence, the downstairs neighbours moved out today. What does that tell you?
Not the downstairs apartment we were looking at.
No, that's not the downstairs apartment we were looking at. No, when we heard they lived on that street, we started looking in another city.
I thought we put it in an offer and then changed our minds.
No. Gobble, 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 it's Liz herself. How are you doing, Liz? Good evening. Minion Me saying, what time is it? Nearly. Liz says showtime, but she gets timed out because she's using capitals. Calm yourself down, Liz. Uncle Tony, nice of you to join us. Yes, indeed, folks. After putting out the call, you know, anybody that wants an invite to our Christmas jumper party, I'd like to thank the 3 people that emailed me. Well, there's not going to be too many of us at it, you know. Hey, Alfredo. Good evening, my friend. How are you doing? And Elke, hope you're good. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the irishquestionmark@gmail.com. That's where you need to send your email so that Jesse, my real technical whiz, Jesse, my senior consultant to the technical team, can organize some the invite to the Christmas jumper party. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look who's in. Strucho has joined us tonight. Good evening, old fella. Then I know it's him for sure. Top of the evening to you, young man. And your better half. How is sweet precious keeping? Alrighty, our special agent is in. Mum's just finishing the washing up after a lovely tea of cod and mash. Did you hear that, Heron Doors?
Yeah.
So, Jody, the secret agent, works for the, MI5, MI6.5, whatever he works for. He's in the room, getting comfortable, probably with a little beverage, while Mum is out in the kitchen washing up the dishes after making him mash and cod. What did I have for dinner tonight?
More fool her.
Oh, wow. Minion Jesse says I'm nearly as good at technical issues as I am at plumbing issues. Oh no! Oh no! You know that when you're doing the plumbing work and you're fixing the toilet and stuff, if Micah gives you, your better half gives you any hassle, you just say, look, I'm pretty shit at this. Give me a break, Alrighty, Damar 1980. Peter and Rachel are here with our ace up the sleeve, Mr. Roy Bagley. My God, there's a name from the past. Roy went to school with Geordie Best. They're around the same age. In fact, I think maybe George was younger. Grab88, good evening. You did indeed send me a picture, but I do believe it was a little bit late. But we'll see. I tried to squeeze it in. Okay, folks, we have a bit of good news tonight. Aberdeen is still in lockdown, so we have the wonderful Gordy and his immensely better half, Suze, coming to us live from probably a grey, dull, wet and windy Aberdeen. And yes, I know now that Gordy is at the keyboard because of Celtic's fantastic performance last night, getting knocked out of the European football. The first thing Gordy's typed to me is not "Good evening, pal, how you keeping? I hope you're feeling okay. Hope everything's going well with you." No, he's just typed "Lennon must stay." Well, thank you very much for that. That's really set me off in good form tonight. Maid of Meriden, Mum has arrived. Just checking in after finishing my duties. Shame on you, Jodie's dad. Alrighty, I am indeed listening, ladies and gentlemen, to Radio 2, the Sounds app, which is free to download. And at the moment, I'm listening to a guy that Roy grew up with, Tony Blackburn. Tony Blackburn's Golden Oldies. Alrighty, folks, the draw is open, so do what Naughty Norm has done, in case she thought I didn't spot her coming in. Type George, and you will be entered into the draw. Good evening, Naughty Norma. And good evening, our own Cardi B, Raluca P. Venice Max, top of the evening, or is it top of the afternoon to you? Oh, Mum's saying that he must have hurt himself in a mission. Jodie's dad must have hurt himself in a mission. He's got a bad leg, so I have to look after him. What you need to do is, if he's only got one bad leg, is every so often walk past and kick it, because he can't chase you. Minion Jesse's saying, did we decide on a nickname yet for Raluca P? Folks, nothing inspired me. You didn't inspire me. Sad news reads Diego, Scottish Player of the Year 1986. Yeah, he did. One of his best goals, I do believe, was against the mighty Scottish defence, if I can remember rightly. And poor our secret agent, poor Jodie's dad, he's hurt his leg parachuting, folks. While we're here taking the mickey out of him, he's trying to save the world. Electric Sheep Minions come in with, what? Meshuggah Raluca. Honestly, he's taking too many drugs. Minion Me's coming in with Ricola Raluca. Oh, God of Almighty. Yeah, couldn't make it up. Her indoors is reading my mind once again. That's why I love the woman. The most powerful white witch in the Hague. Her indoors. She reads my mind.
scary business.
It is scary business indeed. Well, you see, top of the evening to you, Arto, our FNC, our Finnish comedian, ladies and gentlemen, at tremendous expense, has zoomed himself into here tonight. It's absolutely beautiful that he is on board. Also, ho, 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 welcome to the Pub Santa, ladies and gentlemen. That reminds me, what date is it on December, her indoors? Damn, she's got it wrote down this week. Tuesday the 15th, we're going to have our Christmas jumper party. We'll play a couple of little Christmas games. And it's all going to be on something. What is it going to be on, her indoors? Microsoft Teams. She heard me talking about that, folks, because she doesn't even know what a Microsoft Team is, I can tell you. Do you know what a Microsoft Team is?
I'm in one.
What are they called? Oh, okay. Pub Santa, great to see you. Pub Santa's wrote 18. There you go. The Pub Santa has us in his diary, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday the 18th.
No.
What's he saying?
Friday the 18th is the Christmas.
Yes, sorry. Pub Santa isn't fully aware that we've organised a second event. I have to write to the North Pole and let him know that on Tuesday the 15th, you'll be coming here if you've got time. And we'll be feeding you full of food, merriment, mince pies, and a little dram or two. And we'll be having our Christmas jumper party live on Microsoft Teams. So you all can see each other, ladies and gentlemen. How cool is that? And then the following Friday, we'll be having our Christmas quiz. Our one and only Christmas quiz of 2020. Oh, well. Sully, our friend from Dublin, has just popped in. G.A.D. Machara, and he's doing a little bit of Gaelic there, ladies and gentlemen, in case you think he's swearing at me. Minyami said, don't mistype that, you love Raluca. Mom is saying it's a scary thought that we're all going to see her, but we've seen her face plastered all over Facebook. Scary to see others or to be seen, Maida Meriden. Oh! Yes, folks, our draw has been opened. I'm type George, and you can get entered into tonight's draw. Any sign of the birthday boy, folks? Any sign of the birthday boy? Any messages on machines, appliances, or indoors? She's not even listening to me.
No.
Okay, folks, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take some pictures of yourself doing the Irish question mark quiz tonight, and I want you to send them to me. And if you send them to me right now, that would be a great idea. Then I have your... Her indoors is trying to wreck the place here. Then I have your email address to send you the invite to our Christmas jumper party. Good evening, Jane. Nice for you to be on board. You're typing George a second time. I think you're entered already into the draw. Now, I would get you a mask and show you a mask, but I've got the feeling her indoors thinks that she's fully prepared. But where's that mask?
I wore the last one today.
Her indoors, ladies and gentlemen. You couldn't beat her, not even with a long stick. Well, you couldn't get away with it. Okay, so we're just waiting on Happy Birthday Frank to come in, and we'll start the show in about 5 minutes or so, folks. Minion Jesse saying it does take a little getting used to seeing us minions live. Well, we've seen you live before, many a night in the Fiddler. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a Christmas jumper party. So if you have not got a Christmas jumper, get your ass in gear and get one sorted. Yes, indeed, folks, this is what we're playing for tonight. We are playing for the Irish question mark face masks. So you just type in George, and then I will post one of these off to you. Look at that. Beautiful, with the Irish question mark logo. The most sought after piece of merchandise on the interweb. Sully saying, I left my Christmas jumper in Dublin last year. No excuse, you just wrap yourself up in tinsel.
I'm waiting to meet somebody with one of these masks on the street.
Would you hug them? No hugging. Sully, go to that store that you often frequent that we call Pennies in Ireland, and you'll get a good high quality Christmas jumper that you can wear once. Minion Me wants a clue for the Christmas quiz. Christmas jumper, is that one of Santa's reindeers? Boom! Ardo, be careful. Minion Me's on fire. Liz, I went by your house 3 times this week to get my new mask. Where were you? I was looking through the camera that I got fitted in my door, hiding in the back of the house where the lights all turned off. Oh, Liz, now I know you're telling the truth. And our congratulations due to her indoors, she says in brackets. So she was past our house. Yes, indeed. If you've worked at the railways, Christmas jumpers will always have nasty aftertaste. Space Dracula, my hovercraft is full of eels. I think that's Dave. I don't think that's Raluca at all. I think that's my hovercraft is full of eels. He's lost me there, or she's lost me there.
Don't understand.
Minion Me saying, don't go past the door, ring the damn bell. Well, that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you're in the neighbourhood, you want to pop over and say hello to me, don't just walk past the door and think that I'm looking out the window waiting on you. Just ring the doorbell, and if I'm in, I'll come out. Liz says, and the doorbell doesn't work. That's what Mark said anyway. Well, actually, do you want to go and ring the doorbell there, her indoors, and bring me the bell ringer here, just to test it there to make sure it's working okay, yeah? Okay, here we go. Let me just test to see if the doorbell's working.
There you go.
No, it's not working. That's a pity. Holy smoke, it is working! Yes, indeed, Kirsten, Grab88, I got your picture. I think you were just trying to put me under pressure, like sending it 1 hour ago. Minion Jesse saying, have you turned the doorbell back on again? No. Arto is letting me know it's a Monty Python thing, the hovercraft full of eels. Okay, you might explain it to me. Oh, she's just sent me a picture right now. Okay. Grab idiot, I'm with you now. SRB 1055, nice to have you on board. Her indoors has also, Mom said, quick, there's someone at the door. All right, that really helps. Damar 1980, you are now in the draw. You see, if the old man Roy had his own signed in on his own, he would have increased the chance of you winning the face mask. So that's a strong team tonight, folks. Tomorrow in 1980, we have Rachel, Pete, and Roy. Strong team there, I can tell you. Clever, as long as you don't listen to Roy. Okay. Any sign of birthday boy? Frank, any sign of Frank? What's happening with Frank?
Let's start without him.
Phew! Jesus! Okay, folks, here we go. I got the royal decree. Her indoors.
Let's start without him.
Okay, so good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Irish question mark quiz, quarantine quiz show number 35. Round of applause, please. A bit of sound effects tonight, her indoors. There we go. Fantastic. Nice to see Pete. Dublin Pete has arrived. Folks, you're very welcome to our show tonight. It is Friday night, and it is for the 35th week in a row, the Irish Question Mark Quarantine Quiz Show. Yay! Jessie's giving applause. Way! Way! I mean, if her indoors had it all sorted, folks, she would have sound effects in the background. Straight show. Come out of quarantine and come help me here. Yeah? Fingers on the buzzers and away we go. Eyes down and away we go. What about that? What about that? What about maybe doing a bit of Christmas bingo? Sending out some Christmas bingo cards with your invite. What a great idea. Eyes down and away we go. Okay, folks, if you are ready, I would like you to do what you need to do. That means grab yourself a pen and a piece of paper. Pour yourself a drink, get comfortable, and we are ready to start tonight's show. If you would like to know what's going on in the Irish Question Mark world, you just need to check us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Twitch TV, of course, every Friday night. Okay. Yes, indeed, it's quiz time. It's Sophie and it's Senna telling me to get it going. Here we go with round one. Your first question tonight, folks. Oh, should not have the answer. Question number 2. In internet slang, how does ICYMI expand? In internet slang, how does ICYMI expand? The first question, ladies and gentlemen, was about the 3 little pigs, by the way. And if Ardo wants an extra point, just write down bricks. Question number 3, sorry. Yes, folks, it's dingbat time. What you need to do is take a photograph of this dingbat, have a little look at it throughout the round, and work out what I'm trying to get you to say. So, solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known term or a well-known phrase. Family Van Hasterik, thank you for your kind donation. That reminds me, I need to put the link in the chat. Boom, there we go. So, there is number 3. Number 4. What nickname connects Dwayne Johnson to Alcatraz? What nickname connects Dwayne Johnson to Alcatraz? Inmate? No. Number 5. It is our first Jan the Man. Jan the Man, ladies and gentlemen. Her indoors is on fire tonight, folks. At least she's got the whistle ready. Okie dokie, with 653 appearances across 4 different teams. Who has played the most games in the English Premier Football League? Now, time's a guess, ladies and gentlemen. If you had Roy Bagley in your team, he would get this instantly. Possibly. So, I'll repeat it. Jan de Man, our virtual official Dutch referee, with 653 appearances across 4 different teams, who has played the most games in the English Premier Football League? I nearly gave you the answer. And de SF, it's my pleasure to ask you a question about your hometown. Robert, thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you very much indeed. Number 6, here we go. Lines of latitude go from 0 degrees at the equator to what degree at the North Pole? Should have kept this one for the Christmas quiz.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, we'll do it again. They'll have forgotten it by then. Lines of latitude go from 0 degrees at the equator to what degree at the North Pole? By the way, your question number 1, folks, I thought I'd start it nice and gentle, and it was, in the Three Little Pigs fairy tales, what does the third and final pig build his home from? So it won't get knocked over by the wolf. Yes, indeed, folks. It was a nice, easy question, and the answer is bricks. I'm sorry, Ardo's really upset because he thought it was paper. Santa, thank you very much for your very kind donation. I greatly appreciate it, my friend. Okay, number 7. Number 7 is a boxing question. Out of bantamweight, cruiserweight, featherweight, or lightweight, which of them 4 weights are the lightest? So, bantamweight, cruiserweight, featherweight, or lightweight? Which of them is the lightest boxing class? There we go, folks. Her and Dora's got a tear running down her eye. The Stylistics are playing in the background. It's only people of her age and maybe Roy's that would remember the Stylistics. Number 8. According to the Bible, how many people were present at the Last Supper? According to the Bible, how many people were present at the Last Supper? I'd like to thank Liz the Legend for your kind donation. Thank you, Liz. Number 9. Movies. In which movie series does Liam Neeson have a very particular set of skills? Minya Me wanted me to clarify something, and Minya Me said, well, does that include the painter at the Last Supper? It was painted from a photograph.
The painter and the plumber.
Yeah, the painter and the plumber at the Last Supper, yeah. Jesse, thank you very much for your very kind donation. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, folks, it's anagram time. Look, and he's here, but he's not here. It's Happy Birthday, Frank. The Gleam and Limp Erection. The Gleam and Limp Erection is an anagram of what world-famous landmark and the city in which it is located. So, ignore the number 8. Write down the Gleam and Limp Erection. And it is an anagram of what famous landmark and the city in which it is located. I would advise you to take a quick picture of this with your phone, mix the letters up, because the dingbat questions and the anagram questions, how many points are they worth tonight? Her indoors?
5.
They are worth 5 points each. Boom shakala. I'd like to thank Norma for your very kind donation. Norma, thank you very much indeed. Greatly appreciated. If you want to be included in tonight's draw, which is, of course, for our much sought after Irish question mark masks, all you got to do is type George into the chat and you will be entered automatically into the online automatic draw, which seems to listen to what we talk about. Because last week, folks, I am honestly telling you that this draw is totally random. But we were talking about 2 people winning masks last week, and boom shakallah.
Herring does.
No, not her indoors. Liz is wanting clarification because it's a 5-point question. City or country of landmark? Well, it is in fact, like I said, the Gleam and Limp erection is an anagram of what world famous landmark and the city in which it is located. So that answers her question. Okie dokie. Thanks for that, Liz. Robert was right. Well, there's a first. What can I tell you? Okay. Now, round 2 tonight is a logo round. You're going to see parts of 10 logos. Some of it's been removed. Obviously, the name of the company's been removed. And I put this out on Facebook, and Ardo, our FNC, said that I had to choose 10 logos that Ardo would know. So here we go. Number one, this is your first of 10 logos. Remember, the picture round is worth 2 points for each correct answer, and you will get a chance to see them again. So, number 2. Number 3, Family Pessers. Thank you very much for your very kind donation. Thank you very much indeed. This is number 3, folks. And Ardo, our FNC, is saying, darn, Mark, you had one job to do. Well, I thought you'd know all of these, Ardo.
I'll tell you to send questions and you might get some right.
There you go. Her indoors has just come up with an idea. She said, Ardo should send in a set of 10 questions, things that Ardo knows, and we can do the Ardo question, the FNC round. Number 4. You don't realize the monster you have opened there, her indoors. I'll hold you to that. So this is number 4, and I'm sure, without sounding a little bit rude, I'm sure a lot of people played with these when they were younger, or even maybe nowadays.
I know them.
Her indoors, I don't know what she's doing. Okay, I left the letters in this one, folks, because I thought it was going to be too difficult taking the letters out and just leaving a big orange blob, basically. Uncle Tony's saying I did, but I'm not sure what he's talking about playing with when he was younger, because you know what he's like. He's got a very strange mind, Uncle Tony. This is number 6. Number 7. Holy smoke, Gordy's taking over the running of it. The raffle winners should suggest a round for the following week.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, and it only took him 35 weeks to think about it. Well done, Gordy. Number 8. Minion me, I have yet to see anything that rings a bell. You need to get out more often. Number 9. Gordy, you usually only slag me once I've donated. Sorry, buddy. Okay, number 10. Number 10. This is the last of your logos. Okay, so you know what it's going to say next. It's going to say, let's have another look at tonight's picture round. And remember, any guess is better than nothing at all. You now will have 30 seconds to look at the logos 2 at a time. And remember, they're pretty easy. especially when you have the answers in front of you. Here we go, first two. Ardo's saying he doesn't think seeing them again is going to help. Look for... Herman Doors reckons you need to open your eyes this time. Number 3 and number 4. Ardo gives him time to get a refill, he says. Gives you time to turn the air fryer on, that's what I reckon. He hasn't sent me any photographs of all these wonderful things he's cooking in the air fryer. I'm beginning to think he doesn't have an air fryer. Number 5 and number 6. Number 7 and number 8. And remember, it is double points tonight for the logo picture round, as requested by a few of you during the week. I don't see anybody saying, "Oh, great! I'm glad you've done the logo round because I know them all." Okay, here is the last two, number 9 and number 10. I'd like to thank Ardo for your very kind donation, Ardo. Thank you very much indeed. I greatly appreciate it. Good vibration. Yes, indeed, the Beach Boys are playing in the background. Okay, now what is Ardo saying? I'll see if Kelly's have mince pies and I'll present an air fried one on our Christmas gathering. All right, Ardo, I like the way you're thinking. And yes, indeed, Kelly's have got her mince pies because I've tried 3 different brands. So I get my perfect mince pie before I buy my 10 boxes. Okay, meet our limited edition mask winners, folks. You've seen the ones that won the cups. These are the people that are walking around sporting the Irish question mark face masks. Yes, indeed, lots of familiar faces there. Anybody seen Jan the Man tonight? Haven't seen Jan the Man tonight. He must be out playing in Zuider Park or somewhere because he can't get into any pubs because they're all closed. Alrighty, naughty Norma there and a little glint in her eye. And we've got a few minions there. And Amazing Amanda. Pat the Beard. And the Grab 88 gang. And on board there. And the last one is Ipswich Gary. We have Marvellous Melissa from Liz the Legends team and Pretty Petra. And of course we have Reluca P, who hasn't got a nickname yet, ladies and gentlemen, because you haven't inspired me enough. Reluca P is our Cardi B. That's the only thing that I can work with at the moment. And Elke and Alfredo. Okay, I got a couple of pictures sent to me, but they're a little bit late. I thought it was going to be Randy Reluca. Well, you see, I'm going with Randy Reluca too, but she didn't seem that impressed, you know. Type George, folks, into the chat. And you can be entered into tonight's draw. Okie dokie, round 3, potluck trivia. Question number 1. Well, there's another fine mess you got me into. Was the signature quotation of what comedy duo? The Beach Boys indeed, Mr. Tony Blackburn. On Radio 2, tonight live in the background with the Irish Question Mark Quarantine Show. Question number 2. Which is the largest joint in the human body? Ladies and gentlemen, that is her indoors singing in the background. Well, humming more than singing, if the truth be known. Number 3. Of alpha, beta, or gamma rays, which penetrate the human body the most easily, requiring shielding to be handled safely? Bap, 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 bap. Of alpha, beta, or gamma rays, which penetrate the human body the most easily, requiring shielding to be handled safely? Slowly. Your next question. Question number 4. Which of these woods generally does not float in water? Oak, teak, mahogany, ebony, willow, or maple? Which of these woods generally does not float in water? Oak, teak, mahogany, ebony, willow, or maple? Number 5. Jan the Man. Which of these football clubs did Gary Lineker not play for? Everton, Leicester City, AC Milan, Tottenham Hotspur, or Barcelona? Which of these football clubs did Gary Lineker not play for? Everton, Leicester City, AC Milan, Tottenham Hotspur, or Barcelona? And I've just spotted in the chat that Gordy wrote Boke. Boke, by the way, for our non-Celtic speaking friends, is basically the art of vomiting. So he obviously doesn't like the idea of deep fat fried or air fried mince pie. Ladies and gentlemen, Her Indoors is on fire tonight with some ideas, because we will have open screens where you can see, we all can see each other when I'm not sharing the screen playing a little game. Her Indoors has just suggested maybe Arto could do an online food demonstration with his air fryer. What about that? There you go. That got his attention. Gordy up in Scotland said deep fat fried mince pie. Now that's a different story. Yes, indeed. Okay, so what was the professional name of the Rat Pack member born Dino Paul Crocetti? Your next question, question number 7. Vermilion is a shade of which color? Green, blue, red, or yellow? Do you know that one, Her Indoors? Yeah. Gordy, thank you very much for your very kind donation. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Now I can abuse you more. Vermilion is a shade of which color? Green, blue, red, or yellow? Your next question. Question number 8. Which Shakespeare play has the line, "By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes"? Ardo was convinced that vermilion was a shade of brown, so now he's playing eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I like the way you're thinking, brother. So, back to question number 8, which is 7 plus 1 if you don't understand my accent. Which Shakespeare play has the line, "By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes"? Minion Me said, "Sleeping Beauty is a Shakespeare play." Keep your thoughts clean, please, folks. It is a family show. Never mind pricking of thumbs. Number 9. Gordy saying, "What's this effing University Challenge?" No, pal. It's not effing University Challenge. It's a pretty mid-standard IQ question mark quiz. Number 9. What Arab state has this as its national flag? I'm not going to ask Electric Sheep Minion to explain where he's got that statement from. Brown is an imaginary colour anyway. Okay, that really could open up a severe can of worms. Yes, in the underwear department, I was thinking straight away, you know. Okay, so we are now on to question number 10. Question number 10 is another dingbat question. Yeah! Her endorsers doing the dingbat dance, folks. Bye. Okay, so solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known saying or phrase. It's really easy, folks. You just gotta say what you see. So take a picture with your telephone and have a little look while I'm giving out the answers to the first 3 rounds. You just say what you see. The answer is literally in front of your face, folks. Her Indoors does not like these dingbat questions or anagram questions. It plays with her head too much. Okay. Ardo, our FNC, our Finnish comedian. It's really easy, folks. You just got to have the answers. It does help when you've got the answers in front of you, Ardo. I can tell you that. Okay, folks. So don't forget, if you haven't done it already, type George into the chat, and that will get you entered into tonight's draw for the Irish question mark Facebook, Irish question mark face mask, they were made in Ireland. They've got a little bit of Irish linen in the background. They're embroidered in 3 colours, totally washable, absolutely wonderful, folks, honestly. Okay. Yes, the virtual tip jar is open. If you are enjoying the show tonight and you'd like to drop in a little donation, this is at the moment the majority of the way that I'm earning a living, and all the venues are still closed. And to be honest with you, folks, I don't think the venues are going to be opening this year. I cannot see it happening. Well, I know the quizzes won't be going on this year. So let's get to the end of this manic time. Hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later. Okay, so let's move on, I reckon. You know where to find me on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, and on Twitch. On the YouTube channel, folks, do a search for Irish question mark. You subscribe, and a lot of the old Friday night quarantine quizzes are on there, and you can play them with your family, especially if you've played them already and you know the answers. There you go, Ardo. That's a way for you to look really clever in front of all of your family. So here are your answers to the first 3 rounds. The question that I skipped over rather quickly was because it had the answer down. In The Three Little Pigs, the third and final pig builds the house full of bricks. Mia Meriden is extremely happy because she knew that one, and she was glad to see the answers coming up. Ardo said, was the question 1 and 2 thing intentional, by the way? Well, you know I'm not going to admit that I'm wrong. Of course it was. Question number 2. In internet slang, how does ICYMI expand? Well, Arto, you worked me out and know me too well. The answer was, in case you missed it. In case you missed it. It's bad when you can't even do a little prank without people on the inner circle knowing what you're up to. Here we go, number 3. Remember, it is 1 point for each correct answer, unless I tell you differently. But for the dingbat questions and the anagram questions, 5 points up for grabs. What do you see, folks? Back to basics. Back to basics. So the number 2 is the wrong way around. It's back to Bay, and then the number 6 in Roman numerals, back to basics. I told you, the answer's right in front of you. Boo-hoo-hoo, says her indoors, but that's only because her brain doesn't work that way. She's not half as confused as I am. Number 4. What nickname connects Dwayne Johnson to Albatross? It is The Rock. 1 point for this question. It's in San Francisco, indeed. And a great movie as well with Mr. Sean Connery. Number 5, our first Jan the Man question, which with 653 appearances across 4 different teams, who has played the most games in the English Premier League? Did Roy get this right? The correct answer is Gareth Barry. Gareth Barry. So, Pete, let me know if Roy got that one correct. I would say most of the football questions, he should get them right. Number 6. Lines of latitude go from 0 degrees at the equator to what degree at the North Pole? It is 90. Your next one, number 7, out of bantamweight, cruiserweight, featherweight or lightweight, which boxing weight class is the lightest? It is bantamweight. Pete says Roy got Gareth and then his brain stopped. It's an age thing, buddy. It's an age thing. I know all about it.
Be careful.
Number 8. According to the Bible, how many people were present at the Last Supper? Well, if you count them on this picture, folks, you see that there was, in fact, 13. Her indoors has just stated a little bit of trivia, but I'll have to check that. She says that's where unlucky 13 comes from. Unlucky for some 13. Who? Who was it unlucky for? Like, was it unlucky for Jesus or what? She makes it up as she goes along, folks. Gordy says, what's the Bible? We'll not open that can of worms. Alrighty, Melissa Man, nice of you to join us. I'm a bit late for the party, but you're never too late. Melissa, you're never too late. Okay, number 9. In what movie series does Liam Neeson have a very particular set of skills? It is, of course, the Taken series. You see what you've started now. Mum made a murder and saying, and what about Friday the 13th? Yeah. Ardo's saying, chickens have feathers. How does this work? You know what I mean? What are you starting? And number 10. Oh, look who it is, folks. The gleam and limp erection. It is Liz the Legend doing her anagram dance. This is an anagram of what world-famous landmark and the city in which it is located. The correct answer is Little Mermaid in Copenhagen. There we go, folks. Give yourself 5 points if you guess this one correct. Little Sheep Minion saying the guy from Family Guy did that whole speech from Taken in the voice of Kermit. Yes, I seen that actually. It was on British TV. Norton, what's his name? Graham Norton, big friend of Sully and Pete in Dublin. The three of them went to school, or they went to school together. Okie dokie. Round 2, double points, folks, for the logo round. Okay, let's have a little look. The first one is Hallmark cards. Yes, you'd get, these are on the back of your Valentine card, your Christmas cards, your birthday cards. Talking about birthday cards, ladies and gentlemen, I have to mention, we kept it very quiet, but Heron Doors celebrated a beautiful birthday last Sunday. Didn't you, Heron Doors?
Yeah.
What age did you become Heron Doors?
4.
40? No! What age did you become Heron Doors?
21.
21 plus BTV. So, happy birthday. I think she had a pretty good time. Minion Me said, I never ever got a card. Pete said he's not from Dublin, he's from Cork. I presume you're talking about Graham Norton. He is a different breed, and we'll just end it there. Number 2, double points for the answers to the logo round. It is Fred Perry, the Clotheswear Company. Oh, loads of people wishing you a happy birthday, Heron Doors. Yes, indeed, it was a 0 birthday, folks. And we'll let you use your imagination. You all know that I'm 30, so you can get a rough idea what age she is. Number 3. Will you be doing an appearance, Heron Doors, at the Tuesday Christmas Jumper Bash?
Yeah.
Yeah? Will people be able to actually physically see you? Or will you be incognito? Undercover, okay. Undercover of the night. Number 3. General Electric. Liz is saying, hell yeah, she will be.
I'm going to do it. My party trick.
Oh, God. Okay. Let's hope that it does not involve karaoke, folks. Number 4 is Hot Wheels, the little cars. Minion Jesse says, does that explain the balloons in the background? Yes, indeed it does. There were a certain number, I nearly said it, a certain number of balloons in the room when she came in this morning. Or on Sunday. Thank you. Gordy's saying, I think I saw her in the crowd when Man United first won the Euro Cup. Gordy, behave.
What's his team? Has his team ever won anything?
He's a Glasgow Rangers fan. Yeah.
So he's never won anything.
I don't know. I don't follow them. I don't like their style of football. No. Or their songs. GlaxoSmithKline is the correct answer for 2 points. Minion Jesse was a bit worried. He thought there was a gathering of little bald aliens in the background. 2 points for the correct answers in the logo ones. Uncle Tony, did you blow them all up? Well, yes, I blew them up with the help of our youngest boy, Ryano, but he was blowing ones up with small ones with numbers on, and I blew the big pink ones up. But I can tell you, folks, it wasn't easy. I can tell you. Alrighty. Number 7. is the company called Head? Yes, Gordy is right. No, Peter. I was trying to remove that, but unfortunately, I'm not able to tonight. But her indoors, I think, has that power. But if she wasn't watching her telephone and ignoring all the chat,
I know.
number 8 is Gucci. 2 points for the correct answer. Number 9. 2 points if you had Donné. That went a little bit quick. And number 10. What is this logo? It is Chupa Chips, the little lollies. They make lollies that you suck your lolly. Donné, what do? I do believe they make clothing. Pete and Rachel want to know, can we exchange Roy for another team member? Unfortunately, I don't think that's possible. Family Van Venetian, thank you very much for your kind donation. Thank you very much. Ardo is offering himself. Call me Peter.
Are they sure?
Well, I don't know.
Do we have a Teletubby round?
Not yet. But thanks to Gordy's suggestion, whoever wins the first draw of the mask tonight, they can have a little think and suggest, within reason, a round for me to do for the next quiz show. Minion Jesse, fingers crossed. Well, that's another nice mess you've got me into, was the signature quotation of what comedy duo? Laurel and Hardy. Well, that's another fine mess you got me into. I bet you Roy got that one right, that's for sure. Roy and Gordy, they went to school about the same time as Laurel and Hardy. Or maybe actually Gordy drove Laurel and Hardy to school. Number 2, which is the largest joint in the human body? It is the knee. Give yourself a point if you guessed that one correct. Thank you very much, Melissa, for your kind donation. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, the virtual tip jar is open, folks. Oh, that's painful, that video. Number 3. Of alpha, beta, or gamma rays, which penetrate the human body the most easily, requiring shielding? It is, of course, gamma rays. And there's our friend from Cork, Mr. Graham Norton. He is indeed. Can't you tell by his accent that he speaks so quickly and his voice sounds like he's singing? Anglified, like a lot of them folk in Dublin that moved away from Dublin and live in The Hague and support Liverpool. You know who you are. Number 4. Which of these woods generally do not float in water? It is oak, teak, mahogany, ebony, willow, or maple. It is ebony. Give yourself a point for that one. Norma's saying the real capital. You see, once you start talking about Cork, they come out of the woodwork. The Rebel County. Now that'll be the next thing typed in the chat. Your next one, number 5, is Jan the Man's question. Which of these football clubs did Gary Lineker not play for? Everton, Leicester City, AC Milan, Tottenham Hotspur, or Barcelona? The correct answer is AC Milan. Minion Jesse, well spotted. Never ever try to float on a piano, because only half of you'll float. Number 6. The professional name of the Rat Pack member born Dino Paul Croncetti is Mr. Dean Martin. Number 7. Vermilion is a shade of what color? It's not brown. The answer is it is a shade of red. Your next one, number 8. Which Shakespeare play has the line, by the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes? It is Macbeth. It's usually Macbeth or Hamlet. Fair enough. Number 9. What Arab state has this as its national flag? It is Kuwait. Gordy wants to know, are all the folk in Cork like that program, The Young Offenders? Well, most of them are. Well, most of the ones that I met in the bars in Cork. And number 10, the Dingbat question. Have a look. What do you see? Think. What's spelled backwards? Back seat driver. Give yourself 5 points if you work that one out. Yes, seat driver is spelled backwards. It's as simple as that. The answer's right in front of you. Okie dokie. Okay, folks, so send any photographs of yourself or your team or family members playing the quiz. If you do that now, then I have your email address to put on the list for the Christmas jumper invitation. Yes, indeed. Her indoors. What have you got planned? You've threatened us with your party piece. Are you gonna keep it as a surprise?
Yeah.
To me also?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Yes, I got a couple of photographs during the week. We'd like to welcome Kristen to our limited edition club, and you will join the rest of the gang on the limited edition picture roll. And she is from the Grav 88 gang. We also would like to thank Liz the Legend for sending in a picture of her team. And they're all at it tonight in lovely, colourful backgrounds. We have Marvellous Melissa. We have Randy Robb, folks. Yet to win a mask, I do believe. Pat the Beard. And, of course, our friend and yours, that turkey-eating gobbler, Liz the Legend. Also would like to say hello to Gingerella, who has done a couple of live shows with me in the Fiddler, helping me out from time to time. But unfortunately, she's moved to Croatia. I just don't know how she's going to work out the commute to get back when we go up on board live in the Fiddler, folks. Anyway, Ivana, always nice to see you. And nice to see you that you're still connected. Space Dracula, not mine then. Did you send a photograph that I didn't receive? Okay, folks, we're going to take a very short break and we're going to return with the second half of the show very shortly. Remember, these are pictures of our former winners, the Mugs Galleries. We also have our limited edition winners so far. Liz the Legend, Ardo, RF&C. Jan the Man. Liz, behave yourself. We have Happy Birthday Frank. We'll have to say Happy Birthday Frank in his absence. He's not here tonight, unfortunately. And his better half, Val. We have Jodie Was 35. She's the spit of Mum in Meriden, or Maid of Meriden. Hey, her indoors. Do you know that Meriden is the actual centre of England?
No.
Really?
I did not know that.
Okay, well there's like a stone pole in the centre of the, I think, is it the centre of the square or the what is it?
Roundabout.
No, it's not the roundabout. What do you call it? The village green, or what's it called? What do you English people call it?
Village green.
We call it the football pitch. Yeah, that's where we all play shirts and skins. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. So in the middle of Meriden, there's a concrete pole, Jesse, that you can't sit on, and that's the centre of England.
And I think it's now decorated as a Christmas tree.
I think next to it there's a Christmas tree, but we might get a picture of that if Jodie's father's leg heals enough for him to walk down. Okay, we have of course Honest Pete there in Dublin, and Cyprus Kev and Naughty Norma. It's the centre of the green. Whoa! The center of the green. We have Amazing Amanda. We have Electric Sheep Minion and Rachel. Responsible Rach. Pot the Beard. The Grab 88 gang and Ipswich guy who always gets accused of being from Dublin. But he's not. He's in Ipswich. We have Marvelous Melissa and our beautiful Space Dracula Raluca P. Our own Cardi B. And Pretty Petra. How about Rowdy Raluca? Well, you see, if you met Raluca after a couple of wines, she is quite a rowdy lady. So I'll have to think about that. Rowdy Raluca, that's got a bit of a ring to it. And of course, my friends Elkie and Alfredo. Nice to see you both again. So, folks, follow me on Twitch. Type George into the chat and you will be entered into the draw. Okay, folks, I'm going to take a very short break. Thank you very much indeed for all your kind donations so far. I'm going to put into the chat again the little local links. I'm going to go grab a fresh cup of coffee and we'll be back with you in about 5 minutes or so. Ardo, get yourself ready for a few yarns, our official F&C. Chat among yourselves, folks. We'll be back with you very, very shortly. Thank you. Alrighty, I'm back. I'm back. I have to show you this, folks. We got a picture. I got a picture emailed to me, and that's just proof that our secret agent has got a sore leg. Look, Jodie's dad. We really hope that you heal really, really quickly. If I had a sore leg, my missus would kick me. Okie dokie. Yes, I got a few other pictures of people doing tonight's show. Absolutely lovely. Thank you very much. Keep them coming in, because then I'll hang on to your address, and we can send you an invitation to the Christmas jumper party, folks. I'll also send it out via an email, basically from different people that have been involved since we started these shows 35 shows ago. What have I missed in the chat? Okie dokie, let me see. Electric Sheep Minion. What did the ocean say to the pirate? Nothing, just waved. Minion me, breast implants. What have I missed? A neutron enters the bar. Bartender said, what'll it be? Nothing, I'm just passing through. Alrighty. Holy smoke, ladies and gentlemen, let me be the first to say happy birthday, Frank. It is great to see you. Happy birthday. It is just wonderful that you have come on board. Great of you to see us. We'd like to know why you weren't here on time, Frank. Everybody was concerned about you. Personally, I wasn't too concerned about you, but her and Doris was thinking, oh, what's happened to Frank? We're waiting on the explanation. Frank has arrived, her and Doris, just to let you know.
Yay! Hi, Frank. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Frank saying it's my birthday. Cut me some slack. Yes, I agree, Frank. Happy birthday, buddy. Electric Sheep Minion saying it's your birthday, Frank. Cut us some bloody pie. Holy smoke, Pat the Beard turned 34 yesterday. Why didn't you send me a picture? And I could have announced it to everybody. Instead, you just put it in the chat. Tut, tut, tut. Why do boring people only eat egg whites? Her and Doris, look at me. Why do boring people only eat egg white? They never get the yolk. Mr. Butt, thank you very much for your kind donation. Thank you very much indeed. Liz is saying, remind me December the 9th. December 9. Whose birthday is it December 9? Her and Doris, do you know whose birthday it is December 9? I think it might be Liz's. She just wants like recognition. Oh, it's Melissa's birthday. Alrighty, Melissa's birthday. Remind me. You put all the pressure on me. Okay, folks, before we start round 4, our trivia round, is Ardo, our FNC, our official comedian of the evening, our Finnish comedian, Ardo the FNC, has he prepared a couple of jokes? Jodie's dad's a bit upset, no sympathy for him. No sympathy at all. I mean, if you had your leg in cast, plaster of Paris or something like that, and your toenails painted, then I'd give you sympathy. Ardo, our FNC, wants everybody to answer the joke. Where does the general keep his armies? Her and Doris, where does the general keep her armies?
I'm not saying. An old one.
It's an old joke.
Yeah.
Does that mean you and Royal know it?
Yeah.
Is this a dirty joke?
No.
In his sleeveys? In his arsenal? In his arsenal? No! Gordy says that's nearly as old as Aaron Doors.
Nothing's that old.
How does a squid go into battle? Aaron Doors, do you know that one? No. How does a squid go into battle? Come on, Ardo. Does Jesse know? Fully armed. Family Van Trick, thank you for your donation. Cheers, thank you very much indeed. Alrighty, her indoors. Everybody's waiting on your elephant joke.
I'm not doing elephant jokes anymore.
Why not?
There aren't any left.
Mom, Mira Murden says, what am I drinking? She doesn't miss too much, does she? Her indoors handed me this can. It's a can of orange pop. I'm not going to say which brand it is. And she said, we don't do placement brands. Did you say what? We don't do placement brands. We're way too professional for that. Personally, I think she's lost it. Yeah, honestly. Minion Jesse, if only I was that good at quizzing. Okay, Ardo's going through his repertoire, thinking of another one, because Jesse got 2 out of 2 there, guessing our Finnish comedian's answers. Oh, why couldn't the 2 elephants go swimming together? They forgot their trunks, Minion Me says. Gordy or Suze says they only had 1 pair of trunks. That's polite, so it's probably Suze.
I told you there's no good.
Mom says, no advertisement, have you been tangoed? No, I haven't been tangoed. I drink a higher class of Italian orange pop. Her indoors looks confused. She doesn't know the brand. Anyway, because I do all the shopping. Oh, Gordy got it. Well done, well done. Not enough fantasy. Oh no, see what you started. Happy birthday, Frank, and thank you very much for your very kind donation. Hold on a minute. Sully has just woke up again. What do you call someone who points out the obvious? Someone who points out the obvious. Did you get that, her indoors?
Yeah.
What do you call someone who points out the obvious? You call them someone who points out the obvious. Alrighty. Let's get moving on with the second half of tonight's show, folks. Question number 1. What is a person called who interrupts a speaker, such as a comedian, with aggressive or rude comments? I really should have put in there. But, I mean, folks, if you put down Gordy, you'd get bonus points for this one. That's without a shadow of a doubt. Ardo wants to know, what do you call a bee that can't make up its mind?
Ketchup.
Minion Jesse said something with ketchup. The drugs are starting to kick in now.
I think from next week, because we're in December, we should start Christmas trips from next week.
I wish I could put them down. Number 2. What element, commonly used as disinfectant, comes from the Greek word for green?
He's spamming.
Oh, Gordy or Susan behave. Why? Yeah, because they're getting timed out. Poor Sue's getting the blame. Number 3. Which of these is not a note in standard concert guitar tuning? Concert guitar tuning. B, E, D, F, A, G. Bedfag. You call a bee that can't make up its mind. Maybe. Just wrap that up. That's a pretty good one, Arno. I like that one. Maybe. Okay, folks. So Heron Doors has just said because we're into December, next week it can only be Christmas jokes in the chat. What do you think? What's Xmas? Where we come from, we don't recognize Xmas. That's an English Anglican thing. Christmas. It's not Xmas. It's Christmas. Question number 4. Which of these is not a prime number? 5, 11, 37, 59, 79, or 93? Plusmas. Minion me, behave. Christ Mass Effect 4. Oh, God, oh. Number 5 is Jan the Man, our official Dutch referee.
Oh, I've got my finger over the thing.
Heron Doors. What did you just say?
I've got my finger over the hole.
That's worse. When you firstly said, "Oh, I've got my finger over the thing," I was shocked enough. But when you said, "I've got my finger over the hole," it's a family show. Control yourself. Sorry. Manchester United's 2010 Spanish signing, nicknamed Chicharito, means what in Spanish?
I know.
Don't say. Is it little pea, long bean, big onion, or sudden sprout?
Terrible.
I know. Manchester United's 2010 Spanish signing, nicknamed Chicharito, means what in Spanish? Yes, we're talking about the language. We're not talking about... Okay, thanks for that, Roy. Man United fan, very touchy. No surprise the way they're freaking playing. Chicharito is Mexican. Yes, Sully, I'm aware of that, but I meant he speaks Spanish. His sign language is Spanish. Read the question. Anyway, it's one of them 4. Moving swiftly along. Minion Jesse says he thinks he's Korean. That helps. Number 6. Which of these creatures is not native to Australia? Platypus, dingo, penguin, hyena, or emu? Hispanic, no. So, number 6, which of these creatures is not native to Australia? Platypus, dingo, penguin, hyena, or emu? Number 7. Replace these initials with words to reveal a well-known phrase. Replace these initials with words to reveal a well-known phrase. Number 8. What is the three-letter name of the piece of wood or plastic that holds a golf ball before its initial shot on a golf hole?
You mean that?
I do. What is the three-letter name
What
for
did
the
you say then?
piece of wood or plastic that holds the golf ball? This is a pretty cool party trick, isn't it? Not really, because she's got it stuck in the can. Number 9. Which of these is not a letter in the Greek alphabet? Kappa, Zeta, Iota, Delta, Lambda, or Sigma? Which of these is not a letter in the Greek alphabet? Kappa, Zeta, Iota, Delta, Lambda, or Sigma? Just heard on the radio, folks. That's a good question for the next quiz. I nearly gave the answer, but I'll not bother. Okay. Number 10. It's Dingbat time. Damar, Pete is correcting my pronunciation. You'd be at it all freaking night. It's Iota, not Iota. It's Iota, it's an I. Ray Lotta. That's Lyota for Ray. Okay. Just get the correct answer, folks, and let's see how clever you really are. Never mind your pronunciations. This one here is worth 5 points, folks. Solve the dingbat to reveal a well-known term or phrase. Frank's feeling confident. 5 points, Frank, if you get this one correct, the dingbat. And the anagram you missed, you done a little bit of dancing earlier on. We all wished you a happy birthday in your absence. But you're here now. That's all that matters. Okay, round 5. Question number 1. What TV series is based around Seattle Grace Hospital? What TV series is based around Seattle Grace Hospital? Number 2. What part of a house might be bay, sliding, or transom? Yeah, well spotted, Gordy. Her indoors is on her phone shopping for the grandchildren, while she should be watching the chat, keeping it nice and friendly. Thus, the Rangers comment earlier on. Thus, the blowjob on the beach comment.
It's gone.
You're gone. Come back, Strucho. All is forgiven. Gordy says, I saw you giving her the look. Yeah, you're right. Huh? It's Dingbat. All this Dingbat to reveal a well-known term or phrase. Her indoors has realised she's got a little bit of power. She just said, oh, I can time them out. I want them to stay and enjoy themselves. It's not all about you for a change. Alrighty. Take a picture of this, ladies and gentlemen, on your phone and But I think it's a pretty easy one. The answer is, of course, straight in front of your eyes. Question number 4. What 2004 movie starring Simon Pegg had the tagline, "A romantic comedy with zombies"? She's only got one thing to do, folks. Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
I'm watching now.
You know, Ardo, I was thinking about you when I wrote that question. I am honestly and truthfully, I was thinking, I bet you Ardo loves that. I'm not going to give the answer, but I know, of course, Simon Pegg, fantastic actor. Okay, here we go. Number 5. In which European country are the Altamira cave paintings? Would you like a clue about this one, folks? If you want a clue, type yes in the chat for a clue, and I can, of course, give you a clue for this one. In which European country are the Altamira cave paintings?
No, it's not in Ireland.
Electric Sheep Minion wants a clue. Ardo says type yes to hear Mark say it's not in Ireland. Minion Jesse said it's not in Belgium. Alrighty, I'm not going to give you a clue. What do you think it is? Christmas. Talking about Christmas, folks, don't forget, email me via irish_at gmail.com so I can get your email address and send you an invite to the Christmas jumper gathering. No pressure, but it's all on our technical consultant, Jesse Minion. He will be organising the invites. Yeah, he will be hosting the event. Absolutely fantastic. Pete says it's not in Cork. No, it would be graffitied if it was in Cork, Pete. Number 6, who was the decibel named after? Number 6, who was the decibel named after? Your next one, number 7, the video game character Pac-Man is primarily what color? Your next question, question number 8. In 1994, the USA lifted a 19-year trade ban for which country? Frank's doing a little bit of sound effects there. Her indoors, don't be banning Frank. He's just doing a sound effects, yeah. Waka 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 waka. Do you know what that's from? Her indoors is looking. Do you know what that's from?
The waka.
Are you here? Are you present tonight?
Waka waka.
Frickin', I'll waka waka you in a minute. So, question number 9.
The World Cup. South African World Cup.
2,000 miles, Brass in Pocket, and I'll Stand By You were hits for what band? Don't say it.
I did that.
2,000 miles, Brass in Pocket, and I'll Stand By You were hits for what band? Ardo said, don't waka waka, Mark. It's a family show.
He might have to go.
No. Leave Ardo alone. Don't time out Ardo. He's our FNC. He's our official comedian. And number 10. Folks, it's anagram time. In Gove as in tit. In Gove as in tit is an anagram of what probing 13-letter word? Now keep your thoughts clean, folks, because you know as well as I do, it is a family show. In Gove as in tit is an anagram of what probing 13-letter word? Take a picture of this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Mix the letters up, and that should give you the correct answer. Alright, let's move on to our last round tonight on our Friday night quarantine quiz here in The Hague, live from my lounge to your home. Question number 1. Replace these initials with words to make a true statement. Gove is from Aberdeen. Enough said. I wish he was freaking locked down in Aberdeen. Question number 2. Okay, this is a multiple guess question. About how long after birth does it take a newborn giraffe to take their first walking steps? So your choices are about a second, as in like it pops out, splat, bang, on the ground, up and starts running around like a lunatic. About a minute, about an hour, or about a day. About how long after birth does it take a newborn giraffe to take their first walking steps? About a second after birth, about a minute, about an hour, or about a day. SRB 1055. Gove talks funny if he's from Aberdeen. Gove talks funny full stop. But remember, Gordy, you and the likes of you voted them in. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, he's giving his donation now. Question number 3. Where specifically was she working in the Human League song Don't You Want Me? Don't sing it, her indoors.
I know that song.
Okay, sing it without giving the answer. This is going to be tricky. I don't know whether this is possible.
No, I can't do it.
No. I didn't think you could. I didn't think you could.
I was walking in the when I met you.
There's a couple of extra syllables thrown in there for some reason. She was working as a teacher in a middle school. Hey, Liz, you're on fire tonight. Okay, number 4. Frank, don't encourage her for God's sake. Number 4, what name was or is given to an eating disorder that is characterized by binge eating following by purging, or as Gordy calls it, boking? What name is given to an eating disorder characterized by binge eating followed by purging, or boking, as Gordy likes to call it? Your next question is the on the man question. That is going through my head like you don't believe it. Replace these initials with words to reveal a correct sporting statement. Replace these initials with words to reveal a correct sporting statement. Frank saying, the sweet taste of a cold generic can of something. Arto. I think Arto might know that one too. Number 6. Which of the following is not an album by the Rolling Stones? Rubber Soul, Beggar's Banquet, Some Girls, A Bigger Bang, or Steel Wheels? Which of these is not an album by the Rolling Stones? Rubber Soul, Beggar's Banquet, Some Girls, A Bigger Bang, and Steel Wheels. Opening a can of worms there, Gordy. Better than the Beatles. Number 7. What C is the change from a gaseous state of matter to the liquid? What C is the change from a gaseous state of matter to the liquid? Liz is now saying Gordy is gone in her life. Gone!
I can get rid of it.
No, don't get rid of Gordy. He doesn't know. He's coming towards the end of the quiz. He's had a few soups now, you know what I mean? Any minute now, Gordy's better half will be pushing him off the keyboard, and then things will get back to normal. Number 8. Times like this, ladies and gentlemen, it would help if you had a French person in your team. Soup du jour translates as soup of what? Soup du jour translates as soup of what? Yeah, don't cross Liz. Once she knows where you live, every time you turn around, she's outside your door. Yeah? Number 9. What 1993 movie ends more or less by observing it was Beauty who killed the Beast? So what 1933 movie ends more or less, it ends this way, by observing it was Beauty who killed the Beast? Gone with the Wind. Ardo!
He's got another point.
Yeah. And our last question of the quiz tonight, folks. Dingbat. Dingbat. It's Dingbat. 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 Dingbat time. Yes, indeed, folks. It is Dingbat. It's worth 5 points. And I thought I'd make a nice, easy one to finish off. 5 points up for grabs to solve this Dingbat. Take a picture on your phone, folks, and you can have a little look later on because it's worth 5 points. So that is our questions tonight so far, folks. I have to say thank you very much for dropping by tonight, and I hope you are enjoying the show so far. The virtual tip jar is open. I'm going to drop the links into the chat for you. Thank you, folks. Anybody that has already donated, it is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much indeed. Gordy saying, what donators to the quiz do? What donators to the quiz do? Frank wants to know, can I repeat 1 to 3?
I'll type them in.
No. We'd be here all week if her indoors was typing them in, Frank. Let it go, buddy. Just let it go. Check the YouTube channel and play the first 3 rounds.
Or just live out of school.
Or just lie about your score. There you go. Are you accusing him of lying?
He can.
Frank always tells the truth. I know Frank. Frank always tells. It's Frank's birthday. Frank wouldn't lie on his birthday. Okay, folks, we have Liz, the legend, Ardo, our FNC, Incognito in the middle, and of course, Jan the Man. And there you have Jan the Man. He was our first double mask winner. We have the beautiful Jody Watts 35, who I don't think is here tonight. And we have Frank and Val. Nice to see them, and nice that Frank has arrived, albeit halfway through the show.
Well, you could just times his second half score by 2.
No, he'd probably get more then. If he times the second half score by 2. Gordy's, the war started. Gordy's saying it's Liz that inflates her score every week. Alrighty, Honest Pete in Dublin. We have Cypress Kev and the beautiful Naughty Norma. We have amazing Amanda. We have Julius and his wonderful hair, and beautiful Rachel. Pat the Beard, Grab 88 Gang, and Ipswich Gary, formerly known as Dublin Gary, before he corrected me in an email a couple of times. Liz is saying, I don't keep the score. Robert does. Well, that sums it all up there. There you go. Randy Robert. We have a marvellous Melissa. We have Cardi B, Raluca P. And we have Pretty Petra. Dennis, thank you very much for your couple of bucks, couple of dollars. Thank you very much indeed, my friend. I greatly appreciate it. And we have Elkie and the beautiful Alfredo also. Yes, folks, don't you know as well as I do, we do this every Friday night. Make sure you're in for the free draw. We have our Irish question mark Facebook masks. Where am I getting this from, her indoors? Irish question mark face masks. Bugger the Facebook. We don't promote anybody that doesn't promote us. The virtual tip jar is open. Thank you very much indeed, as I said, for any donations so far. They are greatly appreciated. Robert's sharing that he's very strict to the point of spanking. Enough about that. It's a family show. I don't want to know what you spank. Have you subscribed to our new YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen? If you have not, why don't you just do that this evening? You know, do what Frank's going to do. He's going to wait until I put this show up on the YouTube channel. Then he's going to play the first half of the quiz. Because he can do that when he comes in late for his own birthday party. If you have any ideas for the next show, email me directly on irishquestionmark@gmail.com. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like an invite to our Christmas jumper party, which we will be doing on Microsoft Teams so we all can see each other, please email me at irishquestionmark@gmail.com, and I will make sure that you are put on the list. It is important that you email me to get on the list. Okay. Here are your questions and answers to the second half of this quiz. Question number 1. What is a person called who interrupts a speaker with aggressive and sometimes apparently humorous comments? 2 answers, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1 point for a heckler and 2 points if you wrote down Gordy. Yes, if you listened to me when I asked the question earlier, if you wrote down Gordy, give yourself 2 points, folks. Thank you very much. Question number 2. What element commonly used as a disinfectant comes from the Greek for green? The correct answer is chlorine. Gordy is getting very clever at swearing in short form.
I might ban him in a minute.
No, don't ban him. Number 3. Which of these is not a note in the standard concert guitar tuning? The correct answer is F. But isn't this a cool auto tuner that is on the back of this guitar? Pretty cool. Okay. Folks, you're the ones that are keeping me sane on a Friday night. Imagine if I had to sit with her indoors that night of the week as well as the other 6. Which of these is not a prime number? The correct answer for 1 point is 93. Number 5. It was a Jan the Man question. Man United's 2010 Spanish signing, nicknamed Chicharito from Mexico, means what in Spanish? It is Little P. Give yourself a point if you got that one right. Number 6, which of these creatures is not native to Australia? The correct answer is the hyena. Your next question, question number 7. 3 equals C on a TL. Nice and easy. 3 equals colours on a traffic light. Give yourself a point if you had that one correct. Minion Jesse has a guitar that needs repairing. Might be an idea to put that in. It depends what you need doing with it, but the next time I pop around to see you, I'll have a look at it for you. I mightn't repair it, but I can definitely smash it. Number 8.
He's preparing for the Christmas show.
Oh, Heron Doors has just pointed out a very good point. Thank you, Heron Doors. Jesse, Minion Jesse, must be preparing to do his little party piece and sing a song with his repaired guitar.
Yeah.
I got it now. Yeah, okay. What is the 3-letter name of the piece of wood or plastic that holds the golf ball? It is, of course, a tee. Number 9. Which of these is not a letter in the Greek alphabet? It is Deca. Thank God, because I can't pronounce them all. Has Jesse lost his mind? It's a longhorn without any electrics. Is he still talking about the guitar? Number 10, the dingbat question. This is worth 5 points. What do you see? You see the word head in sand. Bury your head in the sand is the correct answer, folks. Give yourself 5 points if you had that or something similar. Number 5, potluck round. Here we go. Question number 1. Give yourself 1 point if you had Grey's Anatomy, for the TV series that is based around the Seattle Grace Hospital. What part of the house might be bay, sliding and transform? If you had an architect in the house, they would tell you it's a window. Or if you're from Scotland and you live in Aberdeen, you might pronounce a windy. Give yourself a point for that. Liz is letting us know that she watches Grey's Anatomy and has done for years because Grey Sloan Memorial in later seasons. Why, thank you very much for that little piece of trivia. It might be in one of the quizzes before quiz number 50. To the window, to the wall. Okie dokie. Number 3. Solve this dingbat to reveal a popular phrase. By and large. By and large. What? Heron Doors just shakes every time the dingbat answers come out. She just shakes her head. Electric Minion, I'll kick myself for another couple of months over that traffic light question.
Come here, I'll kick you.
Heron Doors says just pop round here and she'll kick you. Number 4. Ardo's favourite movie of all time. The clean ones that he wants to share with us. The 2004 movie that Simon Pegg had the tagline, a romantic comedy with zombies, is Shaun of the Dead. Gordy's also volunteering for giving kickings. Typical Rangers fan. Number 5. In what European country are the Altamira cave paintings? It is in that country that I can't really pronounce correctly. Spain or Spain or Espanol. There we go. Number 6. Did Gordy get this one? Fellow Scot, who was the decibel named after? It was named after Alexandra Graham Bell.
Changed him. You said Alexandra.
What?
You said Alexandra. You just changed it. Sex.
Alexander Graham Bell. Are you listening to me for the first time tonight?
Yeah.
Holy smoke! Minion Me said Espanol is the language. Well, think of something that rhymes with Espanol.
Very well.
I bet you will. Number 7, the video game character Pac-Man is primarily what color? The correct answer is yellow. Gordy, I am always right. You can use that. You can use that to win drinks in Aberdeen. Well, capfuls in Aberdeen, because they're not really big into buying drinks in Aberdeen. Frank says waka 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 waka. That's the sound that the Pac-Man makes whenever he bites. Look, bang, and he goes blue. Waka waka. I'm explaining to her indoors.
What was the Waka Waka song from the World Cup in South Africa?
The Waka Waka song from the World Cup in where?
South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah. The Waka Waka song.
Look, you're sending them all. You're driving them all crazy. Yeah.
Fuzzy Bear.
Pub Santa's saying Daisy. Fuzzy Bear. Gobble gobble gobble. Freaking Mom and Meriden lost the plot. Waka Waka's from Fuzzy Bear. Yeah. In 1994, the USA lifted a 19-year trade ban from which country? It was Vietnam. Good morning, Vietnam! Her indoors is telling me to be quiet because I might be upsetting the neighbours. It's a bit late now. I couldn't upset you if I tried. Number 9. This is her indoors loves this band, so she just told me. So get ready, folks. She's going to do a little song for us here. 2,000 Miles, Brass in Pocket, and I'll Stand By You were hits from what band? Listen carefully, folks. Here we go. You'll know the band straight away. All right, we'll put the background music on. It was the Pretenders. Go on, gives it. Cook out brass in pocket. No, okay. Number 10. Look who it is. It's Frank's better half. In Gove as in tit is an anagram of which probing 13-letter word? It is investigation. Give yourself 5 points if you guessed that right. I had the double proclaimers. Okay, round 6. Question number 1, back to 1 point for each correct answer. I wonder, did Electric Sheep Minion get this one? The 4S by V is The Four Seasons by Vivaldi. The Four Seasons by Vivaldi. Yeah, I got this one. I don't believe you. Okay, question number 2.
As a matter of fact.
Ooh. About how long after birth does it take a newborn giraffe to take the first walking steps? The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, about an hour. Frank says, what about 4 Seasons Total Landscaping? No. Ardo wants to know how many pints was the Vivaldi one. Have yourself another pint. 1 pint for the Vivaldi one. Oh, here she comes. Her indoors ready to sing now. Where specifically was she working in the Human League song Don't You Want Me? She was working in a
Cocktail bar when I met you.
Is that it?
Yeah.
In a cocktail bar is the correct answer for 1 point. Number 4, what name is given to the eating disorder characterized by binge eating followed by purging? It is bulimia. Bulimia nervosa. Not something I actually suffer from. Well, only partly. Eating too much. Number 5 was a Jan the Man question. Ardo should get this right. 6P in IHT. 6 players in an ice hockey team. Do you know that the Finnish ice hockey team are quite excellent? Are you aware of this, her indoors?
No.
Shame on you. Gordy says, potatoes in an Irish high tea. All potatoes in an Irish high tea. You want to get my hands around your throat.
6.2.
And number 6, the album that is not by the Rolling Stones. It is Rubber Soul for 1 point. Your next one, number 7. Condensation is the answer that we were looking for. I'm surprised people are actually listening to Ardo's hints. I was a bit brave of you there, Pete. Liz said Rubber Soul is a better album than any of the other ones. There we go. We're back into the Beatles Rolling Stones competition. Soup du jour, translate as soup of the day. I put this little video in because it gave me an idea. I might actually make a chicken soup where I boil the whole chicken in the soup. What do you think, Karen Doors? And then you just tear off. You're a veggie. You're a vegetable. What do you mean you're a veggie? Alrighty, number 9. The 1933 movie that ends more or less by observing it was Beauty who killed the Beast. It was not Gone with the Wind. It was, in fact, King Kong. And number 10. What is this, ladies and gentlemen? 5 points up for grabs. This is Pay Through the Nose. Mira Meriden has just popped in and said, did you get your turkey sandwich, Mark? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Liz the Legend actually ate so much turkey that she was basically as round as a turkey yesterday for her Thanksgiving meal. But despite promising to drop over some turkey, you know how much I love a turkey leg. I even went and got the cranberry sauce and it's in the fridge. What can I tell you? Here's hope. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow when she comes and picks the mask up, she might bring some turkey. But the question is, will she bring a turkey leg? That's the question.
I think she's eaten it.
Not that she didn't try. She went by your house 3 times. Minion Jesse, do not believe all that you read in this chat. I can tell you what. Okay, folks, what can I tell you? Would you believe me if I said there were no leftovers? Shame, shame, shame. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much indeed for all your kind donations so far. Yes, unfortunately, going by the news here in Holland, it doesn't look like the venues will be opening anytime soon. Definitely not for any live performances. So we're just going to keep on doing this on a Friday night. Liz, Gordy's just announced that Liz, thanks to Randy Robert, got 657 points in tonight's quiz. Well done, Liz the Legends team. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so you need to follow me now in the chat. And type George if you have not typed George already. This will enter you into the draw. I'm going to try and get it right now. For the Irish question mark, face mask. Holy smoke. Where did that come from? Okay. Mira Meriden, 36 between the 3 of us. Practice makes perfect, Mom. Practice makes perfect. Folks, don't forget, if you have anything of a festive nature that you'd like us to share on the Christmas jumper party or indeed the Irish question mark Christmas quiz, please send any pictures or videos of yourselves dressed up for Christmas or anything else like that. Here are our limited edition mask winners for the last time tonight, folks. A wonderful bunch of people that have supported us constantly over the last 35 weeks. And I'm really glad that some of these people have won these masks. It makes me smile every time I see your faces. And I can't wait until one day I'm walking down the street and I bump into someone wearing an Irish question mark mask. That'll be fun.
Run.
I won't run. No. That'll be fun. Okay, Marvellous Melissa there, Raluca P or Cardi B. We're still waiting on a new nickname. Rowdy Raluca, what do you reckon, her indoors? Do you like Rowdy? It reminds me of Rowdy. Oh no, it was Randy Rowdy. Rowdy. Anyway. I just ended my job, so I guess I should go as Tiny Tim's dad. Okay. And Elkie and Alfredo, lovely to see you both. Okay, folks, it's come to that time of the night. Time for the draw. What can I tell you? Space Dracula. No. Stop. Vito. Who's? Oh, Raluca's called the Vito. She's not into. Yeah, she's not. No, she's not doing it. She's not happy. Rowdy Raluca. It doesn't suit her nature. Okay. Let's close the entries. Successfully close the entries and let's pick a winner. Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I do believe Electric Sheep Minion is tonight's winner of the mask. Congratulations. Reluctant Raluca seems to be the most apt so far. Okay, so our first winner. Should we do another one, her indoors? What do you think?
Yay.
Alrighty, let's pick another one tonight. Boom! The next one, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the way to Aberdeen is Gordy and Suze.
Woo.
Alrighty, so there are our two winners tonight. Congratulations. Just drop me an email with your home address. Gordy's saying that's a death sentence. Don't give me the tricolour one. No, I'll give you the black. No. I'll give you the black one, brother. But and whenever Ibrox opens up, you can send me a picture of you wearing it outside Ibrox. Now there's a challenge. Sully, thank you very much for your very kind donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Colin. Okay, folks. So, what date is next Friday, her indoors?
Sorry?
Nothing like putting her under a little bit of pressure. But what date is next Friday?
December.
I know it's December. Any chance of giving us
The 4th.
It is the 4th of December, folks. The 4th of December. From next Friday onwards, we only accept Christmas jokes in the chat. That's the new rule. Christmas jokes in the chat. Gordy has accepted my challenge to pose with the Irish question mark mask outside of Ibrox. He'll have to go when there's no football game on, or else he'll get murdered.
He wants a mug.
Although I wanted a mug. Okay, leave it with me, Gordy, and I'll see what I can do for you. The problem with the mugs are they never arrive with the fucking handles on. Holy smoke. Okay. Folks, I've just got to say thank you very much for all your support. I'll see you next Friday. And please send your emails to me so I can get a list made for the Christmas jumpers party invitation. Leave it with me, Gordy. I'll send something to you, my friend. Get me your home address, and I promise it won't be ticking. Tick, 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 tick. And it won't be turkey because Liz ate all the turkey. Folks, what can I tell you? It's Friday. I'm really glad I had the pleasure of spending my Friday with you. I was feeling a little bit off colour before tonight's quiz started, but you cheered me up immensely. So all I got to say is, hey, Gordy, we don't share Semtex anymore. We're peace-loving people. But whatever you do, Stay the frank at home.
The whole world's caught a virus. You're not in this alone, but you can help to cure it. Just stay the fuck at home.
We're all stuck here in quarantine. It's like the Twilight Zone. To save the world, you only have to stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Don't you be a fucking dick. Just stay the fuck at home.
If you're locked down with your hubby or going in alone, sisters need to teach their men, stay the fuck at home.
Whether you've got 12 kids or you're living on your own, shut it down and isolate. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Watch Netflix in your underwear. Just stay the fuck at home. But I need the gym and I need the beach. We hear you bitch and moan. You need to grow a brain cell and stay the fuck at home. But I feel fine, I don't feel sick. I'll go out on my own. I think of you, you selfish prick. Just stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Sit on the couch and do fuck all. Just stay the fuck at home. If you think you're not at risk, you're living in a dome. Spreads faster than a hooker's leg, so stay the fuck at home. To the doctors and the truckies, those who put food on our plate, you keep the whole place running so we can isolate. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. You can be a hero too. Stay the fuck at home. The only way to slow it down is isolate, not roam. Help the world get back on track and stay the fuck at home. Sit on the couch and drink VV, get shit-faced on your own. We don't care what you're doing there, just stay the fuck at home.
Contact family, use Facebook, Skype or phone. Yeah, we've got the fucking internet, so stay the fuck at home.
From LA through to Berlin, from Wuhan through to Rome, there's people dying every day. Please stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Don't you be a fucking dick. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Don't you be a fucking dick. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Alrighty, folks. Thank you very much indeed. Have a great rest of your weekend. It was absolutely lovely to share some smiles tonight. We'll see you soon next Friday, if not before. Stay safe, folks. That's all, folks. Ciao.